Alrighty guys, we got a Q&A for you today. I'm excited. It's going to be a fun one. And let's get right into the action. I'm just feeling real zesty with it, you know what I'm saying? And first we got Costa MGP. He says, how long have you been doing YouTube and would you like to make it a full-time job? And I'm guesstimating, I think it's been like 5 months, maybe. I could be wrong. I would love to make it a full-time job. That would be so awesome. Working for myself kind of thing. I've done a ton of like jobs and it's just like, oh, it's like pulling teeth. Like I can do it and, you know, I can hang with it, but it's kind of miserable sometimes. Depending on what kind of boss you have, it can be miserable. Some are better than others. But yeah, I've worked a lot of random places, like probably at least 4 or 5 different places, and just I get burnt out really easily. So yeah, I would love to make it a full-time job. I've said this many times. I don't know if I've said it to you guys, but people think this YouTube thing's like, oh, you get paid to play video games, like blah blah blah. There is a lot you don't see that happens, and I was guilty of it too. Like I was like, oh, I'm starting this, gonna be so easy, blah blah blah, like nothing to it. There's a ton of stuff you got to do, like audio. It's like something always goes wrong, you know, computer, editing videos, making the thumbnail, tagging the video. I mean, it's a lot of work. It is, and people don't realize it. I was guilty of it too, but trust me, if you were to try it yourself, there's a lot of stuff you don't see, and it's way more difficult than just playing games. Trust me. DeathHowl36 asked me if I could have one power, what would it be? And I've always thought invisibility would be the way to go. And here's why. I'm a big basketball fan. As you can see the top or the bottom of my Timberwolves poster right there. So big basketball fan. I could go to any arena at any night, sneak in past the guards, nobody would see me, I'm invisible, and I wouldn't pay a dime, and I could go sit courtside and just sit there and watch the game. Like, I think that would be super cool. I mean, that's kind of weird that that's like the first thing I think about, but I mean, it goes across the board, any sporting event. I mean, you could do anything you wanted. If you wanted to go to Costa Rica and have vacation, the plane, you're invisible. Just go like sit on the plane somewhere and no one would see you. You don't got to pay anything. You can just do whatever you want at any time. And of course, you could, walk into a bank or something and take a bunch of money and no one would see you. But I would never do that if I had invisibility. I would never ever do that. You kidding me? Absolutely not. Wouldn't happen. But yeah, oh, and basketball, think for my home team, say, I'm invisible. I'm out on the court. Oops, tripped ya. Oh, shit. Kobe, I tripped you. We're playing a big game. We got a 6th man out on the court, popping the ball out of bounds and stuff. Like, that would be kind of sketchy, but that'd be cool. Informed Slay said, would you rather shit a brick or piss a golf ball? Oh, my God, man. That's a lose-lose situation right there. A brick, that's like this wide, man. Whew. But it's got to be a brick. I got to shit a brick. That's made to expand a little bit, I think, without getting too graphic. But I would go that route because I don't think you're a golf ball peeing it. I don't think that's like really made to expand like that, like a golf ball size. No, thank you. So we're going to go with the brick. Either way is going to be brutal. All right, Chris Chin McKen says, what was college like for you? Well, I'm not completely done, but I can speak on my experience thus far. I went to a state school my first year, my freshman year, and as you guys could guess, the stereotype was true at this state school, Mankato State. It was a big party school, a lot of partying. The crowd I was with, schoolwork wasn't really like, I don't know, it wasn't that important. I'm not sure a lot of people could party still and do their schoolwork, but like I wasn't one of those people. And I just fell into it really bad. making bad decisions. I transferred to a private school, and I really turned things around. And I don't really like give myself credit for that. I don't think about it, but like since every semester I've been here, I've taken 4 classes, and I've pretty much gotten every credit of those 4 classes since I've been here, which has been like 3 years. And I've always been like not the best at school. It's hard for me to find motivation. All right, sorry, got a little sidetracked there. What I was saying is I don't have the best motivation in school. It's not my strong point. So getting all these credits is a pretty big deal for me. Yeah, and I'm just happy about it. So let's move on to the next thing. How long do I plan to do YouTube? One thing you guys need to know about me is I do not try to think too far ahead into the future. I do sometimes, but I just feel like it ruins things, and I really don't think further ahead than like 3-4 days tops. Like if there's a big thing coming up, like a holiday, 4th of July, and I'm gonna plan to whatever, hang out with my family or whatever, like that's about it. And I only started planning that or figuring that out like a week ahead. I do not plan ahead that far. I'm just going with the flow, baby. All right, next question. Do you think you will get sponsored by somebody? And then someone else said, who would you want to be sponsored by? And that was Atmosphere asked that question. Thank you. Good question. I always have drinking energy drinks, so Red Bull or Monster would be really cool. Those are the 2 main ones I drink. Since I've gotten my Scuff recently, I really like them. I wouldn't mind working with them. They're awesome, and I like their product. And Astros are great too. I got a pair of Astros that I love. I don't think I would work with someone that I don't like if I don't use their product, because I use a lot. Like I use Razer stuff already that I love. So Razer's another one. Astro, Scuff, Red Bull, G Fuel. There's other things, but those are some of the main ones. Beast Mode Dude 18 asks if I'm ever gonna post more gameplays and like Black Ops 3 beta / gameplays besides game battles, and of course I will. Live commentaries, I've done a few of those. I've done a lot of the subscriber class episodes, and then just some like live gun games. And the live commentaries are kind of like old school type of thing. I feel like they're not as popular anymore, but I enjoy them. I think they're a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys like them. And of course, Black Ops 3, I'm going to do a ton of those. I'm going to be grinding those pubs out, trying to figure out what guns I want to use in game battles. Why do I do YouTube? Asked Ross Ben. Mainly because like I just love video games, and I've played them forever, and just all I ever do really is just play them, and I play the crap out of them. And I figure it's maybe best to try and do something productive with it, to where I could maybe even do it as a job, if I got lucky or whatever. But I play so much, and there's like a lot of cool moments that I'm always like, oh, that was so amazing, and I will tell like my friends, and they'll see it. But sharing it with a larger audience, like cool moments, because I don't know, like I would like to think I tend to get some cool moments, and it's nice to just share that with a larger audience and see people's feedback. And like, I don't know, it's just like weird, but it's rewarding to like, make people amazed or whatever. Not amazed, but just impress other people with cool moments and entertain. So that's why I do it. Wills Reich said, what is your favorite COD? Ooh, this is tough. I have many. Call of Duty 3, I actually did like. That was some old school stuff. I like that one a lot. World at War, of course, well, 4, of course, 4. Everyone got their love from the series of 4, I would think, most people. And then World at War was the first game where I was like good, like competitive good. Like me and Trevor, we were on a game battles team with 4. We did team ladder, not doubles like we do now, but we made playoffs. So we had to be top 32 teams on game battles, which is like the top of the, it's the best people. And we made playoffs, and we were really good. So that was definitely one of my favorites. And then MW3, I actually really liked game battles. There was a kid I met at school who was really good at Call of Duty, and on Modern Warfare 3, we had a Dubs team go like 23-0 or 25-0. Like, it was crazy. He carried me. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. But yeah, those are the ones I can just think off the top of my head. Alrighty, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Comment below if there was any questions I didn't answer, and I'll kind of put them in the back of my head. So if there's future Q&A, I'll refer back and maybe answer some of those questions. See you guys.